All right. Welcome to the Strong Side podcast. My name's Mitchell Black. I'm your host, and today we have the Strong Side Boys Takeover. Woo! Last week, we had the ladies takeover. Today, it's our boys' turn, and we're just bringing together the fellas of Strong Side. We're going to have a good little chit-chat. We're going to get to know everybody. Going to talk a little bit about fitness, a whole lot about life, just a really good time. Sit back, get ready to laugh. Give us a 5-star on Apple Music. That would be fantastic. Maybe share this podcast with a friend. And remember, these are live. So you can comment on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram right now, and we will answer any of your questions or comments or maybe your concerns. I don't know. But there's that. So, hey, who do we got on the podcast today?
Yeah, so we've got Nathaniel Velasquez, otherwise known as Nate.
Dog.
Nate Dog to Mitchell.
And Zack Barnes.
Zachary.
Zacharias.
Zacharias.
Depending on how mad people are at me. With the fear of God in me.
What's your mom?
Zacharias. You had a much shorter intro than Nate over here.
Yeah.
Zack Barnes.
Well, you know, I'm extravagant. I'm a little bougie like that. I got to put some bouge in my
You're on the left side, coming in at 135.
Zack Barnes.
Zack Barnes.
I was about to say, but I'm not 135. That's a misconception. A lot of people think I'm smaller than I really am.
Just dense.
Yeah, you're like a solid 140.
165, thank you. What are you right now, like 175?
Last time I weighed 177, but the last 3 weeks of this Ironman training have been pretty long, and I think I might be like 174. Like you can't even control it. Like it's just the duration's so long, you're just shedding crap.
Yeah. Just withering away.
Yeah, it gets
getting bones.
So I did this push-up video on Instagram.
Oh crap, I forgot to do that.
And it was like this push-up challenge, and all I could see was this skinny little neck. And I'm like, ugh, I look like a twig.
Yeah, welcome to my life.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with being small. It's just like when you're watching yourself getting smaller for a race, it's weird.
Yeah, no, I get it. Are you still planning on going through like strength cycle after?
So for anybody who doesn't know, I'm training for a full Ironman. I've done one full Ironman. I'm going to do another one. And the post is terrible. Like you can do all this training, or at least what I noticed for the first one is you can do all this training and everything's fine. And you can do the bike ride on the weekend. You can do the run. You come in on Monday, you work out just fine. But when you do the race, there's just so much stress. It's like 15, 16 hours to do the race. You're done for like 4 or 5 weeks. I'm not even joking. I mean, you're destroyed. So the answer is like, yes, I just don't know how long because it was very weird.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I know I felt really off when I was coming back to work out.
You got to get a lot closer to that mic.
After so much time, like going out and doing the marathon training, like I felt like I was so not able to move a barbell like at all. Like
yeah, you did have a period of time where
it took me a little while to get out of that funk and like get used to lifting weight again and like trying to get back to where I was. So
because it's like on Saturday I went out for a bike and then a run. It took me 4 hours. So forget who even cares how long it was. It just took 4 hours. If somebody comes to the gym 4 days a week, that's pretty good, right? So you're taking 4 workout days and putting it together in one. And that's not the only day that I worked out last week. So like what you're describing, you have all these hours of compounded stress. And then when you're done, it's like, okay, now I'm supposed to lift a barbell. It's not going to work. Yeah. So that's actually a good segue into like our first thing. We wanted to talk about like each person's individual fitness journey. Like, so we're all coaches here. Like, how did that even happen?
You hired us.
There you go.
Yeah, because we definitely didn't work out here before we got hired.
Yeah, there's that too.
So like, what is like your little synopsis of your workout history or exercise history?
Nate, you can go first.
Synopsis. Well, let's see. As a kid, I played any sport under the sun.
Pickleball? Did you play pickleball?
Okay, maybe not every sport.
Badminton.
Tetherball.
No, all right, we get it, guys. There was a period of time where I stopped playing sports. I think through middle school, through like part of my high school, and then I picked up wrestling my last 2 years of high school, which I wish I would have done earlier, but you know, it is what it is now. Then I finished high school, started doing CrossFit for a bit, and then ended up over here at StrongSide midway through college.
Dope.
Sweet. What about you, Zack Barnes? You're like a sumo wrestler before this, right?
Yeah, actually, I used to weigh like 360.
At 6'5".
Got a couple national championships. No. Growing up, I played a lot of baseball recreationally. So
I thought you were gonna
upper
say like
league.
Sega or something.
Sega. You're not far off, but I wasn't super active when I was a kid. It was basically I just was a little scrawny, skinny kid, just like skin and bones, walking around.
But you played the drums, right?
Yeah, but I did play a lot of music, and that was more so my outlet growing up. So when I graduated high school, at the time I was like, going through like this big breakup, and I was like, man, if this girl ever sees me again, I'm gonna be looking good. So I started at StrongSide through a referral from our neighbors, the Heckers that used to come here, and they're very nice people. But I started coming to StrongSide, and it started out as like a therapy thing for me, and then I just found more and more reasons to start coming here, and I've been here ever since.
Did you ever see that girl again?
Yeah, I did.
Did you flex on her?
I did a little bit.
Yeah,
But no, it was really cool. I just found more and more reasons because then I like started feeling better throughout the day. I felt like more active. I felt like I was retaining information more. I was able to go out and do more things and just feel more confident as myself as a person. So I don't know, just a little bit deeper than I was trying to get, but yeah, I started here when I just graduated high school, and it was only supposed to be for like 6 months just to try it out, or 3 months over the summer, and then I was going to go back to college and never work out again. And yeah, that didn't work out too well. So 6 years later, I'm still here.
Still here, and now you're leading classes.
Yeah, now I'm trying
making
to
people smile,
make that change in other people as well, which is really cool.
Yeah, man.
That was legit. I got really into individual sports.
Right.
So growing up, I played baseball for a while. I was terrible at it. I was scared of the ball. I peed in my pants in the outfield in T-ball.
So was this like high school or?
Yeah,
This was like
college.
last week. This was like last week, actually, guys.
And I was just so bad, and because I'd get so bored, and I'd sit in the outfield. And I've always been a really critical thinker. Like, what is the most likely scenario? And I just remember being like in T-ball, and I'd just be like, look, bro, ain't nobody hitting it out here. Ain't nobody's going to hit the ball out here. This is useless, and I got to pee. All right, so
I gotta pee.
So I did that. Then I did gymnastics, and I really liked gymnastics, but it was like I didn't get the whole team thing, and I quit gymnastics because I was the only boy on the team, which looking back makes no sense.
Yeah, I was about to say, what happened there?
So then I got really into individual sports. I raced motocross like my whole life. I did triathlon for a long time, but I started getting into like the group fitness type stuff because it's not that I don't like being on a team. It's just I was uniquely terrible at all the team things that I tried to do. I'm not coordinated. I can't kick a soccer ball. Tennis is like home run derby. I don't get it.
Individual sports is more your thing.
Yeah. Yes. But I like working out like with a group. It's like taking a class here. You're all working out individually, but you're kind of on a team at the same time.
Yeah, that's pretty
and
cool.
I was like, man, that's like sick. And that's how I got into it after obviously getting into the fitness space and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what made me like want to grind. I mean, I weigh less now than when I was 13. There's that whole story and stuff. But like as far as like the route of getting into this type of fitness, that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. I really like that.
I'm uniquely bad at physical activity. Everybody thinks
Isn't this physical activity? So you're uniquely bad at most physical activity.
No, in a sports realm. Like people see me work out and they're like, "Oh, he can do this, this, and this." I'm like, just because you can do a muscle up does not mean you
translate to
basketball.
Basketball.
Yes.
Free throw, and he's just air balls like every time.
I didn't even get picked last in like high school dodgeball. You were just stuck with me. Like I was the leftover one.
Same. Yeah, same.
Yeah, I've been struck out at kickball.
Every time?
Not every time. Sometimes I can hit it, but it's hard.
Can I put tetherball on my list of activities that I was good at as a kid?
I bet you're really.
I was undefeated at tetherball. It was crazy. I loved that game.
Don't even know how to play it properly. I just like hitting the ball. And
yeah, you got to be like real tall to play it though.
Oh well, you know.
I could jump really high, and people didn't think I could. And yeah,
that was Zach's one thing back in high school.
It's kind of like you're kind of like a squirrel. Like they're so little, but you don't think.
He's never going to hit this, and then I did, and they could never touch it again. It was good. I liked it.
That's awesome. Tetherball champion of the world right here.
I need a belt. I'm going to borrow Robbie's belt.
Yeah, I was about to say, get Robbie's belt. He's got that nice little WWE belt.
What do you guys like doing outside the gym?
Music.
Food.
You're really good at music, though. Like, what do you mean by that? Like, I mean, I've seen you play a sick clarinet.
Yeah, I'll use that clarinet as a drumstick, for sure. No, so my dad was a musician, and then my grandpa, his dad was a musician. So, and they both played like professionally. They both were a part of bands, and they did their own thing. My grandpa was a country western guitar player and singer, and then my dad was a drummer for bands that would travel all throughout the Southeast, and I would go with him and be a part of like these really cool shows, and like it was a really cool experience growing up. And we traveled to a lot of like college towns. We were in Auburn a lot.
You're like a lot of Hooters and stuff.
Yeah. And even Matt Rains actually went to one of the band's shows, and it was really cool because he remembered them from college. But yeah, so like since my dad was a musician, he taught me when I was really little, and I've been playing ever since I was like 3 or 4 years old. Drums. I'm a big drummer. I've been playing for like a little over 20 years now. It's just a therapeutic thing at this point. I'm not trying to like make money off of it.
But you're like, I mean, I've seen you play. Like, it's like, I'm not even joking. It's not like you're like, it's like most people are like, well, I can do. Yeah. I'm like, no, Zach can like actually play.
You can really play.
Like Metallica type stuff.
You play a couple times.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like to put my phone on shuffle on Pandora and just like see what comes up and see if I can play whatever's coming up. So yeah, it's pretty.
You can just
nice.
listen. You can do that. You can just like listen to a song, like, oh, they're here you go.
Yeah. And sometimes I'll like pick out certain songs and I'll try to like learn those. Like right now, I'm trying to learn "Hot for Teacher," because it's just got a crazy, stupid, hard drum intro to that song. But yeah, no, it's
"Hot for Teacher."
Yeah.
Never heard that song.
You've never heard that song? Oh,
No.
yeah, I gotta. Oh my gosh, I know there are some people at home like cringing right now. It's cool.
It's fine.
But it's a really cool drum intro to that song, and it's really technical, and it's something I've been working on for the past couple of days.
That's really challenging because I remember how hard it was to learn hot cross buns. So,
I used to know how to play it on the xylophones.
Yeah, so the thing about drums is that it's so loud that we would get noise complaints, and people would like call the cops on us because like, oh dude, it's like midnight and you're playing drums, like this sucks.
No, they should come over with their lighters for how good you are. Yeah. When can I get an autograph?
Out in the front yard. So instead, when I was in high school, I got kind of tired of that, so I went and tried to learn like guitar. So just enough to like woo the ladies in high school.
Woo, yeah. The ladies.
So I'm one of the guys that tries to play like Wonderwall, and he's like, yeah, I can play, yeah, for sure. And yeah, no, I'm not like shredding on guitar or anything.
Man,
but you can play the guitar.
Roughly,
better than both of us combined.
Yeah, I was about to say probably better than both of us.
Enough to be able to sing to a song and somewhat impress people except for people that can actually play guitar.
Right. I had a guitar once.
Yeah,
that's all I'm gonna say.
It's cool. It's cool. I like playing music. It's very therapeutic for me. It's very nice.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's legit, dude. What do you like doing outside of gym, Nate?
Couple things. Hanging out with friends is a big one for me. Just doing whatever with good people. But if it's just like me, or if I have the time, cooking. I like to cook.
Do you have a cooking apron?
No.
Oh, man.
I don't have like a specific cooking apron, but no, I like to try new recipes. I like to bake things and stuff like that. I've always enjoyed cooking and stuff like that, but quarantine kind of got me to do a little more and try a little more different things, which I plan on making some fresh bread again sometime soon.
I can picture you at home with like a white apron. That's like a big like baker's hat.
Yeah.
Just like
I'm not a baker, but I can make a pretty mean sourdough.
It says kiss the cook
mean
right
sourdough.
Yeah, no.
Man, dude, I don't know how we can keep the women off you guys. Zach's guitar skills and Nate's sourdough bread.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll find a way.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, we'll be fine.
But,
man.
It's great.
What do you like doing outside the gym, Mitchell?
Usually like playing my guitar or cooking some sourdough bread.
The real question is, do you do anything outside of work?
Or are you just working 24/7?
24/7. Yeah.
I mean, my saying is never not working.
Right.
But like that's such a weird, I mean, I don't know. I think I have a hard time like describing myself as an entrepreneur because I feel like that title like means something different than necessarily what I do. Like I do like a thing. I don't do like 20 different things.
Yeah.
And most entrepreneurs don't have any employees, so they're really like solopreneurs. So I don't really know the word for it. But I know that this thing, my baby, what I do, I don't look at it as work. Like I want to do it. So when people are like, "Oh, you like work all the time," I'm like, dude, that's just like me. If I went to, like, let's say I work somewhere and I had like 3 hobbies, or I was on a adult league softball team. I just don't want to do those things. Like I just like this. It's not a negative thing. So it doesn't mean that I don't take breaks or that I don't take some me time. But yeah, I'm doing it all the time and I love it. But with that being said, I have noticed a lot just mental space creativity, how there's a difference between working in your business and on your business. And I've realized that I need to have more creativity time. So I need to have more time where it's like on a weekend or a weekday where I like leave here at a certain time, or I don't like sit in front of a computer, or I'm doing something else. Not because I don't want to work on the business. I need to go think about a new opportunity. Like, what's the next step? What's the next thing? And if I'm always in it, then I can't do it. So with that, what I like doing, I like golf, but I haven't really been able to get into it. I mean, I'm trying.
You were pretty strong at the beginning when you first started it.
Yeah,
Lately,
you got the glove and everything.
Yeah, you brought it to golf. That golf. That golf.
I got the golf shoes.
Yeah,
I like
golf,
it. I like it, but I can't. I like it. I'm going to do it. I'm in a charity tournament next month. I don't like it.
Did Eddie get you in that or something?
Yeah.
I was about to say. I was like, that doesn't sound like Mitchell.
And if somebody invites me, I'll go.
Yeah, I figured. I was like, someone had to have invited you.
And but yeah. So it's like I like it. I'm trying to get into it. I don't hate it, but it's what I really truly love. I love freaking riding my road bike, going for a long run. Like that's just me.
Yeah. You've told me that like if you're not doing something that's like productive and making you move forward, that you don't.
You literally go
move
forward.
I get depressed.
Yeah.
Like I do. If I'm not doing something, whether it's reading or hanging out with somebody or like doing something where I feel like I'm getting better, I get sad. Right. I get depressed. Mm-hmm. I get like anxiety, whatever. Dude, that's just my thing. I know some people get anxiety when they walk into a room full of people. If I have like 5 hours go by and I did nothing but sit on the couch and eat Cheetos, I feel terrible.
Yeah, it's like a level of guilt that comes
along
with it.
Are you craving Cheetos right now? That's why they came to your head?
I don't know why I see Cheetos all the time. I haven't eaten a Cheeto in forever.
Well, we got some Quest protein chips.
Oh, the Quest chips are awesome.
Definitely.
This is not an advertisement for Quest chips, but come and try them out if you haven't tried them.
Would like to sponsor us.
They're like what, $3 a bag?
$2
a
20
bag.
grams of protein.
Ladies and gentlemen, 20 grams of protein, $2 a bag.
But yeah. So outside of all that, me and Kim, we like doing a bunch of stuff. Like we like trying out new restaurants, like a big thing. She always likes to like eat. I mean, I like to eat too. But
people need to do that every once in a while.
But she's always like, let's go get lunch. Let's go get dinner. She always wants to like try out something new. So usually we're like,
I like doing that. I like trying new restaurants and stuff like that too.
Yeah, we do a lot together. We just like do it together. So we never like put it on social media.
Right. I kind of figured. For you, because your most of your social media is tied back to the brand, the Strong Side.
Yeah.
You don't really post any personal things unless it revolves around Strong Side.
I think it hurts though. I need to get better at it because people think I'm a freaking robot.
Right. Maybe you should make another account then.
I think I'm gonna bring back my Instagram. Because I've always been on Strong Side's Instagram. Right. I think I'm gonna use my Instagram and like just post more about me.
Show that you're human.
Yeah, dude. Love cheesecake.
Hey, cheesecake is awesome.
And,
paleo cheesecake.
Yeah.
I love cheesecake, nice wine, and martinis. And,
I could go for martini.
Shaken or stirred?
Not really.
And I love short sweatpants.
Oh, I thought you were about to say short shorts.
No, yeah, I love my Daisy Dukes.
I mean, hey, when you're short like me, you gotta wear the shorts. You gotta wear the shorter the better, because then it makes you look taller.
Dude, yeah, but your quads are like bigger than my head. So there's a difference.
See, everything above my knee hasn't seen the light of day since '94.
Yeah. Since '94, so when you were born.
Right.
As thin as I'm getting right now, I feel like I'm a potato with spaghetti noodles.
Oh, God.
Relatable. Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah. So that's kind of like outside the gym. So when you go into like coaching and stuff, what are you guys like what's your favorite part of coaching?
Basically just like developing relationships with all the members and other coaches. Developing relationships with members and all the other coaches.
I know that Mike's hard.
I've been trying to, I know I'm horrible at it. I've been trying to like go out and hang out with, members outside the gym way more since I've been a coach. hence I was going to like the cornhole thing every Wednesday night, going to Reformation, hang out with people there. I'd be going out to like the outings that we have, like just trying to get out there. And
so you became a coach to party?
No, definitely not to party, but just
definitely not what he meant.
But definitely just to like develop those relationships with people, because that's where like a lot of the one-on-one like personal relationship development happens. Is a lot of times it's also outside the gym.
Yeah, we have a cornhole team, right?
Yeah.
And then you guys go to trivia every Wednesday.
Yeah, every trivia, Reformation every Wednesday. It's pretty cool stuff.
Must be nice.
Team STRONGSIDE.
Woo!
Didn't you guys get like third one time or something?
We got second.
Second, ooh, even better.
Yeah, we got second. We were super smart that night.
Followed by a solid like 10th the week after.
It's great. But yeah, no, I love being able to like come in here and hang out with people. In the gym, for lack of better term, is like just like sit here and work out and just like suffer together and bond that way is also really, really, really cool.
Yeah. What about you, Nate?
I just like the free membership. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, guys. No, similar to Zach. You know, I enjoy teaching people and helping people. So always, sometimes you know, you're so focused on like, when it comes to coaching, you're so focused on actually getting the information out. Sometimes we forget about how people feel. So I'm very big on like making sure that the information I'm giving or the knowledge that I'm instilling has value in that person. So putting value in people's life.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Well, it's what all three of us essentially got into, is to just help people get better.
Right.
Yeah. Essentially, that's the root of it.
Yeah, make people better, right? It says it on the door, I think. It says
it's literally in the name.
There.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I love it because like very few people actually join with like nobody comes to the gym and says, hey, I want to join the gym. I feel extremely confident about everything that I'm doing. You don't need to show me anything. I'm just ready to crush it. That is like one in a bajillion, and they probably work somewhere. Right. What you typically get is, I know that I need to go somewhere. Like I'm not really happy with where I'm at. I'm trying to get better. Can you help me? And then you fill in the blank. I want to be more confident about myself. Not everything has to be weight loss. I'm not confident in my body or with what I can do or whatever. Or maybe you do want to lose weight. Maybe you do. And I'm like, to be on the other end of that and provide an atmosphere for you to do that, that's why I'm in it.
I think it always goes back to like people being comfortable with their own skin. So whether you're on a weight loss or a weight gain or whatever you say to, especially us coaches, like, this is why I'm doing it. I think for the most part, most people do it because they're just not happy with something about them. So they think that by losing weight or by gaining this amount of weight or whatever, that it will make them feel better and stuff like that. And I think it's more about the little wins every day that actually makes them feel better, not necessarily the overall goal, whatever the end game is, because I mean, once you get to the end game, you know,
there is no end game.
Exactly. There's no end game. So it's more about, I think, about how you feel every day, and are you doing the right stuff or being led to do the right stuff every day.
Yeah. Your body becomes so adapted to stuff that any new stimulus is really challenging. So like I talk to people that have desk jobs. If you sit all day, you know, it becomes really challenging. Standing, walking, like basic things become really challenging. And I had a member, you're talking about like the end game and life. I had a member send me a text message, and she was talking about like working in her garden and stuff like that. And, you know, that's like a normal thing. Most people have houses. Most people have gardens. It doesn't matter how fit you are. You have a garden where stuff has to get planted. And she said that she used to just go out there, and every time she'd work in it, it would just be headaches. And it was so challenging for her body. And this is the first time she was able to plant in her garden without getting headaches, feeling exhausted, needing a nap. Like, she was able to go do something she wanted to do. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm in it. That was like, heck yeah. That's my favorite part of coaching. I have no idea how much you can squat. I don't care how fast you can run. Right. I mean, to me, those are tools. Like, okay, can I give you these tools to go plant the garden and then level up?
Yeah, no,
I totally get that.
Completely agree. I had a client, this one-on-one client, he was the same way. He had shoulder problems for the longest. And then when we started working together, after a while, after I think a month, his shoulder stopped hurting him. So he was able to sleep better. He was able to actually stay asleep and stuff like that. So that made his days more productive.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool seeing people make those small little wins. And again, has nothing to do with just weight loss or, everything that you do here, it should help you in some shape or form. It doesn't always have to be like weight loss or weight gain.
That's why it's so big on the like communication. Like, I don't know if you guys feel that way, like wanting members to come talk to us.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
If there's ever any like questions or concerns and somebody's worried about something, I really would hope that they're not like embarrassed to have to come up and talk to me.
Right.
Like I try to be as open as possible. That's why one of the biggest things here is me to develop these relationships with people, because like you don't want anybody to be embarrassed to have to come up and talk to you.
Right.
Like I want people to feel comfortable expressing some whatever concerns that they have and making sure that they feel comfortable so they can get the best workout possible and make the most progress they can.
Yeah, like while I don't think Zach and I can exactly say we've been in some people's situations, we definitely can understand that people come from different walks of life, and that we're just trying to be as open and understandable as best as we can. And sometimes I think people will see us and be like, oh, they're 26 and 23 and they're kids that are doing whatever, that can do this stuff. And it's like, well, yeah, but like, it's not about what we can do or what we're doing with ourselves. We're trying to help you get to where you want to go. And if you don't, tell us, from the get-go, or like give us an idea of what your picture perfect or whatever that is, we can't help you. We can only go based off of what we see sometimes.
Yeah. And most of the time I find two things kind of comical is like, we all know, like a lot of times people are nervous to come talk to us about things that like we're aware. Like I get it all the time. The ladies talked about it last week. Everybody knows a woman will come up to you and they'll be like, I can't jump rope. And you're like, okay. And no. I pee when I jump rope. And I'm like, we all know. It's okay. Like
we saw it.
No, don't say that.
Just play
it out loud.
And I'm like, you don't have to jump rope. Like it's like, but you take that conversation. I know that's like a joke, and every female here talks about it. But like, I know it's a joke. But take that into like, I want to lose 30 pounds, and I'm like, I know. That's why we're all here. Like it's okay.
For sure.
And it's like, we're all like, to what you guys are saying, we're all under the assumption that everybody's coming in every day to get better. When I worked at the Globo gyms, we used to do like these sales consultations. I mean, they didn't call them sales consultations, but that's what they were. And you would bring somebody in and you do this assessment on them. And basically what you do is you come in, you take their body fat, you tell them how fit they are not, and that they need to lose some weight. Oh, by the way, give me some money. And I was like, this is dumb.
Yeah.
Look, they're here because we all trying to get better. All right. We're going to paint you a picture. I'm going to help you of how to get better. It's not like there's some morphed mentality that everybody here is an elitist and nobody's trying to lose 5 pounds or something.
Yeah. Everybody's got their own struggle that they're working on. Like, I don't know about Nate, but for me, barbell cycling is the hardest thing for me. If I have to move a barbell more than once, I'm going to struggle. Like, everybody's got their own thing that they're working on. And, people see like others like doing muscle ups and all this, and it's like they weren't always able to do that. Everybody had to take their own fitness journey, and somebody you see that's probably doing muscle ups has worked for months, if not years, sometimes to be able to do that one movement.
You see how
you don't see how much effort actually went into being able to do that when you see somebody just flying on up there. Like they have their own story. They put in their own dedication and hard work in order to be able to accomplish that goal.
You watch a lot of people get their first muscle up. You'll hear them. One, they'll scream because they're so excited. And a lot of people start getting teary-eyed and stuff like that because of what you're saying, dude. It was years and years and years. They had to lose the weight. They had to come in 5 days a week. They had to eat right. They had to put in all that work. And it looks like that one little thing, but in their head, they're like, I've been working for this. And it doesn't have to be a muscle up. What's your muscle up? I want to run a mile. I want to do 5 push-ups, like whatever your thing
Double
is.
unders, handstand, like anything.
Yeah, we're all in the same boat. I mean, for me, it's barbell cycling. If it's at a moderate weight, I'm cool. I'm not a 1-rep maxer. I mean, my eyeballs will pop out of my head with what people warm up with. I'm gonna die.
No, I like the 1-rep maxes. Definitely, I think more of the just work capacity, like sustaining work, because I can go really hard for really long, really fast, or I can do the gymnastics. But like just being able to put it all together and stuff like that, and being able to hold is my biggest downfall. Like workouts like this one today, death row, is gonna be a bit of a struggle to hold the the calories on the rower. And you know, that struggle for me may look different for you guys. Some of you guys may be the burpees. So I'm short. I get to the ground a little bit faster than Mitchell. Like, and Mitchell.
But then you're gonna have Jack show up, and he's gonna be like, "I'll double the calories."
Exactly. Jack, you got guys like Jack who can row 10 calories in 10 seconds, and then there's me who's like, I'm still at 5.
If that.
But
then, you know, everybody like grows it differently. That's like when you first started, like your biggest thing that I saw was like you would start an AMRAP and you would go and you would start like super duper fast, like just like go crazy out the gate, and then you would taper off, and then you'd finish just trying to like get through the workout. And that you've grown so much like from that, like now you can pace yourself at the beginning and maintain that through the entire duration of the workout. And that's like one of the things that you learned on your own. Like nobody had to really teach you that. You figured that out.
That's why fitness is an equalizer.
Yeah.
People beat themselves up because they have to scale things or adjust things. Oh, I can't do as much weight. And I'm like, it goes the other way, dude. We can gladly say, if somebody's like, oh, well, I can already climb ropes, I'm an animal. Great. You know how many people can do it with a vest without their legs? They can do 5 in a minute. Like, I mean, it goes up and it goes down, bro.
I adjust workouts all the time. All the time. Like I would say like 50% of the time I'm not doing the as written weight on the board, because
50% of the time I'm doing it every time.
Yeah, right. Like I'm not a big heavy lifter, so I adjust the workouts to fit me so I can get a good workout all the time.
I'm more of like a women's scaled weight is what I like to use.
Sometimes, man, sometimes.
Dude, especially like the chicks in the games, like, my
dream is to be like Sam Briggs.
To be like Sam Briggs.
Like to get her like level of fitness.
What is so we talked about this, like getting ready for the show, like talking about like fitness myths when we were going back and forth.
Oh yeah.
I think this would be a good way to talk about fitness myths in the sense of like just talking about in general. You know, women think, the ladies talked about this last week, like women think they're gonna get jacked. And when we talk about how fit these girls at like the CrossFit games are,
we wish we look like them.
We're trying to get as big. I would say that's one of my number one myths, is that like if people are told that if they eat protein or whatever, they take creatine, they're going to get jacked. Yeah. And I'm like, I am trying to be as big as you think you're going to be by drinking muscle milk.
Right.
Everybody's body is different. And that's the thing that a lot of people think that, oh, if I start lifting weights, I'll get too big or bulky. It's like, no, that's not how the body works.
I mean, the general standard is 1 gram of protein per pound of body mass to have a healthy body. Mm-hmm. So we said Nate's 125 pounds. So if you would take in 125 grams of protein, well, bodybuilders are doing double that.
Right.
So 2 grams of protein per pound of body mass. You take a 130-pound female, so 5 pounds more than Nate. That's going to be 260 grams of protein a day. You know how many grams of protein that is? That's
a lot of protein.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what do you snatch? What's your snatch?
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah, we'll just say a lot.
I mean, okay, so I would say that some of the games athletes are snatching probably close to what you're snatching, if not more.
Roughly, yeah.
I mean,
I'd still be on the weaker side of the guys.
And they did not get there by coming in like once or twice a week. Correct. They dedicated their life in order to be able to lift that much.
Yeah.
Like Cara Webb, she's not lifting that because, you know, she came in and she was afraid of getting too bulky. She dedicated her life in order to be able to look like that.
She was able to have a kid and then bounce right back too.
Yeah, goals.
All right, so a little bit of fitness activity that, like, we train general population, enough for you to not have diabetes, look good when you're 70, tie your shoes, be functional, not hurt yourself, you know, great. So a normal amount of fitness activity is not going to make you look like the cover of Muscle and Fitness.
Right. For the most part, you're correct. Yeah.
So that's myth number 1.
Yeah.
Myth number 2, what do you guys got? I'm kind of putting you on the spot here.
You don't have to drink protein directly after a workout.
Oh, you're going to like lose all your gains?
No, yeah. So a lot of people think there's this anabolic window of, I just want to point out, like, you guys know that if you're eating a well-balanced diet all day, you're actually going to maintain your body weight, your healthy weight, and whatever your goals are. You don't have. There's just a lot of people that do things like that, like they took certain supplements at certain times or stuff like that, and I'm like, you don't have to, you don't have to force yourself to do like these timing specific things.
Yeah, I think consistency beats intensity.
Exactly.
Like if somebody came to me and said the only thing I do with my diet is right after the workout, I have protein shakes and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm not saying it's going to hurt you, but
no, it's not going to hurt you.
If we didn't eat breakfast, you're having a horrible dinner, you're not sleeping well, like,
So yeah, exactly. And consistency in the end will always beat intensity.
Yeah.
So just throwing that out there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, you can say that about a lot of things. It's like working out more and eating less is going to help you lose weight. Like, that's a myth that bothers me.
Right.
Like 9 times out of 10, if you start working out, you should probably be eating more. And that's because I don't know about y'all, but after I'm done working out, I'm
hungry.
starving.
Right.
I don't meet with a single good.
And I get like hangry when I'm hungry.
Oh
like
God.
I need to start being I need to work on being a nice person if I'm hungry. Like,
I don't meet with anybody. I don't meet with anybody that goes, I can't lose weight. I'm eating 3 cheese pizzas every day. It's just the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
Everybody's like, I'm not eating. I'm working out really hard. I don't understand it. Yeah. 94% of people are under eating. And it's not like the eat less, exercise more thing. It's not like it's not true, but it's definitely an oversimplified equation.
It is.
And it's like I gave the analogy in our coaches meeting on Monday of like, if you went to like a big room, like a big stadium room, and it was empty, and you said, well, why is it empty? And somebody said, well, it's empty because more people left than came in. Okay, that's true, but the real answer is that, there's not a concert today, there's no event, it's a Sunday morning. Like, what are the other factors that would make the people not in the stadium?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that go into it, for sure.
Yeah, I think that there's a big myth around just like, let me not eat.
Yeah.
Because if you could just not eat and run on a treadmill, we wouldn't have jobs.
Yeah, we wouldn't be here.
I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
So
I like to eat too much to not eat anyways.
What do you think is a normal amount of physical activity?
A normal amount?
Like, what should every human do?
I would like every day kind of.
Yeah, like minutes. Forget the exercise program.
Okay,
minutes.
cool. Yeah. I say usually anywhere. I mean, if you're looking for like a recommended amount of physical activity to do a day, I would say 30 minutes to 45 minutes of pretty. And usually when I say that, it's like moderate to high intensity for 30 to 45 minutes, whatever that looks like, and just getting active, moving around, lifting some weights, or going out, running, having fun with your kids, something like that. You can use your kids as weights. I've seen some of you guys do it. Throw those suckers up there.
Yeah. So throw those suckers up there.
Throws them at the wall for wall.
Well, maybe don't throw them at the wall, but wall balls translate to throwing your kid up in the air, don't they? Catching them, kind of, sort of. I don't know. I don't have kids, so parents, let me know. Should you throw your kids in the air?
I'm gonna go with a hard no.
Yeah.
Well, you guys don't have kids either. I don't want to hear from you.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Is that what your parents did?
Maybe.
That's it. We figured it out.
They told me I could reach high levels.
What? How many minutes?
I don't know about minutes. I know when I first started.
Hours or
I know when I first started, I was
13 hours.
I gave myself a minimum of an hour, 3 days a week.
Yeah.
That would like. So I would come to StrongSide 3 days a week, work out for a class, and then dip out. But and then after that, I would try 4 days, and then once I got to 5 days, I'm like, okay, I don't know if I should do this every single day. But when I first start, so I would take off definitely Sundays. Sundays is almost my day off to not exert a large amount of energy for working out. I'll do it in other ways, like go on a hike or go outdoors somewhere, but
enjoy your fitness.
Enjoy my fitness, not for the sole purpose of getting fitter. Because that's how you also burn out. You want to be able to use your fitness to go out and do things that you want to do. Mm-hmm. But I would say, give it a rough guideline. If you're starting out, I would definitely try it for 3 days a week.
Yeah, I think I usually like 45 to 60 minutes. And the reason that I say that is because what happens inside the 60 minutes. So if you go to a regular style Globo gym and you lift weights and you only measure the time that you lift weights per 60 minutes is usually 8 minutes of exercise. Now, I'm not saying that that person isn't working hard, but most people are not doing Arnold Schwarzenegger stuff. I have a membership at I have a membership right now at a Globo gym, so I can go swim to get ready for these races. And sometimes I'll be on the top deck and I'll be looking down at the free weights. And I'm not judging anybody. You can do whatever you want to do, but I'll watch them just like get on their phone and send all these text messages. And I'm like, I've been running on this treadmill 30 minutes, and you've done 2 sets of bench press.
Speaking of which, I think I went to that gym and I ran into your neighbor. I was wearing a StrongSide shirt, and he was like, "Hey, do you know Mitchell Black?" And I was like, "Yeah." And
Heck yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, dude, that's my neighbor." I'm like, "Crazy. This is cool. That's nuts."
If you're listening to this
almost
podcast,
like we live
come
close
check
by
us
or
out.
something. Yeah.
So when I look at the hour, when we look at a StrongSide class, our 45-minute class and our 60-minute class are about 38 minutes of work. Right. It's just in the 60-minute class, we get to teach a little bit more. So that's where that other 22 minutes comes from. So usually 45, 60 minutes twice a week, you're usually going to maintain. Your body's going to look the same, which is fine. And some people want to do that. 3 days a week, you're going to start seeing results. 4 days a week, other people are going to start seeing your results. And that's kind of the tier that I look at.
Yeah. Now, we're not saying more is always better.
No, there's definitely
a bit of a let's talk about that myth real quick. More isn't always better.
I'll throw this out there to get it started. Is there a such thing as overtraining, or is there such a thing as undersleeping and undereating?
I would say it's harder to overtrain than people think.
Yes.
I would agree that what happens a lot of times is you're humans, so you have lives outside of the gym. You're undersleeping, you're stressed about work, you're stressed about your kids getting in a fight with your next door neighbor's daughter because
I got real descriptive there.
Well, I'm throwing out crazy things.
Personal experience?
Right. No. Well, no kidding. But yeah, you're always there's just the other factors that come to this, and this is for anybody, including like super elite athletes to your everyday gym mom that that comes by and gets her like 45-minute workout and goes back home to pick up her kids at 2 or something like that. I'm weird. I get really descriptive about details.
Yeah, bullet points.
Bullet points. But yeah, so just overtraining doesn't happen as much as you guys think it will happen. And there's a lot of studies that talk about this. There is this thing called overreaching, which I'm not going to get into too much about that, but it's basically where you see decrements in training for like a couple days, and then you go back to your new base level kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like, so it's like a tolerance level. Like, let's say you're sleeping 5 hours a night and it's interrupted, so you're waking up to pee or something like that. Right. You're supposed to eat, let's say 2,000 calories a day, but you're only eating 1,500, or you're having 2 glasses of wine every night. Like, let's just make up all these lifestyle factors. Right. And then 60 minutes of training is really challenging on your body because of the lifestyle factors. Yeah. So if we remove the lifestyle factors, could you go twice a day at 60 minutes?
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
but it's doable.
That's the caveat to the question.
Doable, but again, it comes back to lifestyle, like you said, lifestyle habits, and where you are in your life. Not everybody has the time to be training 60-minute sessions a week.
Well, on the extreme example, that's why people take steroids. Steroids don't make you big and strong. Steroids make you enter the day every single day not feeling yesterday.
Exactly.
So you're able to go in. You still have to work your butt off.
That would be nice.
Just what?
Can you imagine never being sore again?
Right.
Yeah, you would never be sore.
I think there is a guy that runs marathons that actually had, I don't know what it is, but genetically, like, he was born without the ability to build lactic acid.
I've heard about this.
I've heard of this. He lives somewhere over like in Europe or something.
Yeah, I think there's a dungeon or something he lives in.
No, I don't know about a dungeon. That is crazy.
I don't know, but yeah, there is a guy out there that's a true genetic anomaly right there.
Yeah, but I mean, it's all relative. So like, let's just make up a real lifestyle thing. Like when you talk about overtraining. Yeah. So like, one is training age. If I haven't been training that frequently, should I squat 500 pounds?
Right.
No. But should you squat? Yes. Our needs vary in degree and not kind. Everybody needs to squat. Not everybody needs to do a squat snatch. So you look at training age. How long has this person been training? Because then you can give them an intensity level to do that.
Yeah.
And then let's say the average person is sleeping 6 hours. They're eating 4 times a day. They drink alcohol 2 days a week, whatever. That body can probably sustain 60 minutes of exercise 5 days a week.
Probably.
Something else is going to have to give more sleep, more food. You want to train twice a day? You're going to have to eat a whole bunch of food.
Yeah.
A whole lot.
And that's also assuming that you're also like stretching before and after your workout, making sure that you
that's also
take
making
care
sure
of
you're
your
taking
body.
care of the recovery.
And then you're like, is it even worth it? Like to work out 2-3 times a day? Do I want to stretch 40 minutes? Do I want to use massage guns?
And that's like one of the other, I want to say that's probably one of my pet peeves is like somebody will come in here and they'll do like a stupid fast Fran, or they'll do like the workout today and then they'll just like take off. And I'm like, you went from like
0 to
super
100.
duper high intensity to sitting in your car for 20-30 minutes on the way home.
Right.
Yeah,
Like, you're gonna try to tell me that you're not a little tight when you get out of that car.
even
like-
if you went home and stretched for 3 minutes, like that would be amazing. That would be better than it's the build up. Like, no, you guys, how much do people make fun of all of our warm ups in here? Every day. And I'm like,
Got a
you know-
couple people that don't like to do the warm ups. You guys know who I'm talking about.
Christian Blackstock. But I mean, like, yeah, because what you're saying, like, you want to go from it's not you as a bad person. I'm saying like just the idea of it. Like, is that healthy for a human to go from no activity to insane amounts of stress?
Right.
No.
And this is a crazy workout today. I do like this workout, but that is a lot of
This is a
intensity.
very intense workout, and
to go from that to nothing without any cool down or any stretching or anything, like that's probably one of my biggest pet peeves. I'm like, oh man, they're gonna hurt in the morning.
That's why we try to put in a cool down stretcher activity 1, if not 2 times a week.
Right.
We do a warm up in every single class. We prep and teach every exercise. I don't care if you've been here 5 years. We are not going to say, hey, you remember a deadlift? Just go do that.
Right.
No,
So,
we're going to walk
yeah.
you through
It's
it.
like
and we have a recovery corner
Right.
like right over here that has like
so it's
bands
like if you guys are willing to put in the effort for warming up, 99% of you, then why don't we start having more people try to cool down or recover? Like, we get it. You got to rush out. Like, some of you guys are here on
Life
your lunch
happens,
breaks, and
dude.
life happens. But, like, do you guys ever consider, and this goes out to you guys to think about, but, like, do you guys ever consider taking one of your active days and making it more of a active recovery day or some type of recovery day? So
You can do you could even do like free apps. Like you could do ROMWOD's not free.
Right.
But you
I was
could
gonna
do
say.
there's like a stretch app, there's Mobility WOD on YouTube.
There's
like
so
even if
many yoga videos on YouTube, like you can just go on there and find something.
Because even if you're like, I got to jam out, I got to go back to work, I get it. That's cool. But like, I've done that before. I'll get home at night and like my day was just so busy or whatever. And literally 5 minutes. I'm not even asking more.
Right.
Just 5 minutes. Give yourself some TLC.
yeah.
I'll make you. What's a TLC song?
I want to love
Wow. Didn't even.
Pretty
Wow.
good.
Wow.
you.
I'm
need
impressed.
some
I wouldn't have come
loving,
up with nothing.
Done the love and care. And I'll take you there. Yeah.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow. This YouTube subscription.
I thought I was the music guy. No, he's
You guys should do a duet.
Hey,
Yeah,
Zach,
maybe next
Goodfellow.
time.
We're gonna need you on
Hey.
that. We'll make a trio.
I already talked to Zach. I want to go out and jam with him.
Yeah. That's gonna be dude. That would be so sick.
Yeah.
So
That'd be really cool.
so the ladies talked about this last week as so they were talking about like girl struggles as a male, like just in exercise in general. What are like some things that you struggle with, the industry struggles with, or whatever? Like last week they talked about clothes, they talked about body image.
Body image is a big thing for guys too.
Tell us about your insecurities, Nate.
Well, being 5'4", my insecurity comes from height. Oh no, I'm kidding.
I mean,
But
it's
like,
gotta be-
it's
sometimes,
true.
yeah,
It
I
is
get it
true
too.
though. Like I
get it
know a
too.
lot of people see me and they're like, "Oh, look at this little shortstop." I'm like,
shortstop.
I make the joke. I make the joke all the
Cool.
time. It's like one of my favorite jokes to say is like, yeah, as soon as I hit my growth spurt, 26 is my year.
Yep.
Like it's coming up, man.
every
It's-
year it's like one more year. Like this year, no, not this year, but this year,
Doctor said I was going to be 6'5".
Yeah. So, I mean, I know guys are looked at a lot of times as like, oh, the bigger you are, the stronger you are, the better you are at this, that, and the other. And it's like, things like that. It's like, those are insecurities that guys have, is height problems. Sometimes it is actual weight problems, because I know that, it's
I'm too skinny.
I'm too skinny, or my beer gut is in the way, kind of thing. And it's like, we all have the same fears and stuff like that. We get the same. We may not express it as much, and that has to do a lot with societal norms. But we don't express our insecurities as much, or the way we express them is very different than how women will express them.
Hashtag toxic masculinity.
Yeah, there's a lot of that, not just in the fitness industry, but just in general. But
yeah. No, I mean, I get it all the time. It's like I feel like people say, it's like, yeah, you lift a lot for your size.
I know. I'm like,
why'd you gotta throw that in there?
Yeah, like can we just not say I'm strong? Or like that was impressive lift. Does it have to be about
end of
pound
sentence.
for pound?
Yeah.
You're the strongest guy. And like
it's like
that's cool.
It's like somebody being like, man, you're fit for being old.
Right. Yeah, I
God.
gotta work on that one. I know I do that sometimes too, where I'm like, man, that was pretty good for your age. And like it's all humor, but like I get it can bug people, because it bugs me when people always say,
yeah, it's almost like a backhanded compliment.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, I take it as a compliment, because it comes from a good place. Right. Like, nobody's going to say that because, like, they don't like you.
Yeah, if you didn't have those goofy feet, bet you could run faster.
All right. Thanks.
But, yeah, no, I feel like that's what we particularly.
Yeah, and that's just coming from, us. I know a lot of other guys may have other issues. Like, what about you, Mitchell? You don't, obviously, height thing and pound for pound don't typically be things that I guess you would be as insecure about. But what do you feel you're insecure about, if you want to be a little transparent to the audience?
Yeah, that's, only the past couple of years have I gotten like more transparent, not because I was trying to hide it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I remember starting as a trainer and even, I shouldn't even say starting as a trainer. I remember it happening when StrongSide first opened, maybe like the first 2 years, and people had no idea. And it wasn't their fault at all. But like, I honestly, this whole thing exists from a lot of pain. Right. All of StrongSide exists because this kid, when he was 13, just got sent home from school 3 days in a row crying. I was tired of being 5'5" and 200 pounds and hated everything about myself. And I devoted my entire life to making sure that no other human had to feel that way. That's all that I was after. And it's like, I'd say even a couple of years into StrongSide, in my first 7 years or whatever that I was a trainer before that, people would always just assume that I didn't know.
Right.
Like that was like the hardest like insecurity thing for me. People would be like, you don't know what I'm going through. You don't know what I'm feeling. And it was the hardest thing because I wasn't transparent enough to like communicate. Like, dude, I know exactly what you're going through. I know exactly what it's like to not be able to tie your shoes. I know exactly what it's like to go into the kids section at, I think it was at Macy's or something like that, and none of the pants fit me. And I started bawling in Macy's. I was doing back to school shopping with my mom, and we left, and they were carrying this brand Husky, and I couldn't even fit in Husky. I was like, Mom, I can't even fit into the fat clothes. Like, this is ridiculous. And then I would have to go wear like my mom's like, you're going to have to go to the big and tall store. And I was like, F this. Like, I'm not going to, I can't even fit into the fat clothes at Macy's.
5'5" going to the big and tall store?
Yeah. I was like, no.
You're definitely not tall.
This is not happening.
Where did that leave you?
Yeah, for sure.
And it was just like, and then it's kind of morphed into like an unrealistic expectation. Like there was a phase where people just assumed that because I was doing something, I should already be good at doing it. Oh, you're a trainer. You should be able to do this. I'm like, no, dude, I'm having a hard time too.
Right.
Like,
everybody's got their own journey. Dude.
I have body image issues that most people like.
Don't you love when people come up to you and be like, you can't snatch that?
Yeah. And I'm like, no, I'm a human. It doesn't. Like I was really overweight. My skin like is still stretchy. Like it doesn't. People don't like realize that. And then you like pull on the skin of my neck or like my arm and stuff. And I'm like, you think I like?
Oh wow.
Like, yeah, I know it's weird. Right?
I've never seen you do that before.
I'm like, you think I like that? No, right. I can. That's why I understand the struggles that people go through like really well. But yeah. So that would. I feel like as a male, there's
just a lot of things that men just don't talk about, and it's like. what we
I mean,
have.
And all it does is hurt you. I just want to be hugged, guys.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Like there are certain places I can't go to. Like I can't shop at Under Armour because none of their stuff fits me.
I thought you were gonna say like curves or
No.
something.
No, I can't shop at Under Armour because none of their stuff fits me. Unless I go to like the kids section. They don't sell shoes in my size at Kohl's if they're like professional looking, like work like boots or anything, because they don't make them my size. They're too small. I have to special order them.
And the flip side of that is like, because we work out, you know, like women's clothes, using that as an example, like they're made to form fit. All of our stuff is like in squares, and because we work out, nothing fits.
Right.
And then you have to go, at least I do, I go get like if I don't have any nice clothes, so I wear gym clothes all day, but like all my nice clothes are all tailored because like nothing fits. So you have, and I know that like sounds like weird, like, oh man, you're complaining. Yeah, those are first world problems. Yeah, I totally get it. But I'm saying like to be relatable. And then it's like, why do I have a problem with everything fitting? And it's like, for me, when I talk about this whole thing coming from pain, I remember being in elementary school and middle school, and I would only wear a sweater or like a cover shirt because I was trying to like hide my fat, which basically exploits it more. And I swear that's like traumatized me my whole life, that I have to have form-fitting clothes.
Right.
If I don't have clothes that fit just right, I feel extremely awkward in them.
I'm the same way. Yeah, I like for the clothes to fit right, especially being shorter. Like they need to make a schmedium. Like that needs.
They should.
They really need to, because like I always get stuck between smalls and mediums. Like smalls are too tight, and then mediums are too baggy and too long. And then like, you know, I obviously with pants I have to be very careful because I don't want to look like I'm a 12-year-old kid. I already look like I am, but I don't need to like emphasize it.
What?
Emphasize it.
Oh,
I have this weird thing where anytime I say emphasize, I have to add emphasis onto emphasis. Emphasis.
That's like a verbal exclamation mark.
Exactly.
Outside of verbalizing, exclamation mark.
Right.
But yeah, no, those are some struggles.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their own issues.
Yeah, dude. And it's all about just like being better. I mean, that's all like, we're all trying to be cool.
Yep.
Trying to be better.
Get better.
For sure. Yeah, I think in the end, that's why a lot of us came here, or a lot of us are here now, is because we're like, maybe this is a place where I can get better. Maybe I can be a little less insecure of myself and stuff like that.
I've changed. I went up a shirt size since I've started working out here.
You can fill it out too. You're looking
actually,
great, bro.
Actually, probably 2 shirt sizes. When I was in high school, I was able to wear an extra small because I would be like all like band tees and skinny jeans when I was in high school because I had like the long hair and everything. And then I went from extra small to small, and then I started working out here where I went to a medium. Like when I first started working out here, I was like 95 pounds.
95
So
pounds,
like
wow.
135, 140 doesn't sound like a big dude, but like compared to where I was, like when I started working out in 2013, 2014,
That's solid.
it's pretty solid. So it's like, and I'm proud of that. Like that's a really cool thing. Like so it gave me that, you know, a little energy boost and made me feel more confident about myself.
Yeah.
Even though it's a medium, but like it's not an extra
Rock
small.
that medium, bro.
Yeah, like my pants used to be like 28s. Like super, and they were skinny jeans.
I'm still
28s.
Yeah.
And then I would sag those. Like I was like that skinny. So
I've never liked skinny jeans.
and then make my butt look good.
Never been my style, dude.
Yeah, I got like a 29-inch waist, 28, 29.
Yeah.
But I can't wear pants that are smaller than a 32 because of my quads. I'm not a large person. I just squat. So my body.
I always get pants
morphed.
that are form stretching, like they actually stretch. I'm a 30-inch waist.
Yeah.
But again, 32s fit my legs a lot better.
Yeah, I got chicken legs.
Yeah. Used to be, I think I was a 40 or 42 when I was 13.
wow.
Wow.
That's why I couldn't. Yeah, I was all in the belly. Like it just all stored in the belly.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You could fit almost 2 of me.
I
Like
should
no
go-
joke. Like
I should go find some old pants to see if you guys can.
I'll bring in some of my old pants, dude. No joke.
Dude,
I don't want to see your old pants.
Yeah, pants. Man, no skinny jeans here, please.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Fine.
Like I said, legs can't fit in it. Again, that's just first world problem. But like,
But I think
Tree trunks for
I
legs.
think the story here is that when you hear the transparency from all three of us, that's what we're trying to project on our classes. That like it
we're
doesn't.
real human beings too, and we make mistakes.
Everybody's come from somewhere.
And the message is not how much weight is on the bar. The message is not how fast you go. Like we have a couple new like coaching interns and stuff like that today, and they were like shadowing me in class, and I said, look, here's my non-negotiable. My non-negotiable in this workout is that I set everybody up for success by saying row this many calories and do this many burpees. I didn't tell them how many to do. We did a practice round. We did whatever. The product is non-negotiable. The fitness is non-negotiable. If you're doing exactly what's on the board, or if you're adjusting it down a little bit, that's okay, but you can't change it. That was my non-negotiable for today. My negotiable was somebody hurt their wrist, like outside of here, so they had to do slam balls instead of burpees. Somebody couldn't do 15 burpees, they had to do 4 burpees. Yeah. Okay, that's their fitness level. I'll change the music. I'll cheer you on. I'll put you in a good atmosphere, but I'm just trying to project an atmosphere that allows you to be your best self. Like I'm being transparent with you. I'm like, okay, we have to grow together. The non-negotiable is fitness. The negotiable is how we get there.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think that should be, that's something we all strive for in all our classes, I think is.
We try to, yeah.
There's not like a preconceived notion that if you're not deadlifting 500, you're a loser.
Right, and there should never be a preconceived notion that if you're a little less fitter or you feel a certain way about yourself, that we're going to treat you that same way. Like, we're not here to judge you. We're not here to hurt you. We're just here to make you guys better and help you be. We're guides to whatever your journey or whatever goal you're trying to get to. And like you said, our tool is fitness, and that's how we're going to guide you to whatever goal.
I was talking about this with somebody the other day. I was just like, look, everybody, all the coaches have the same goal. We know where we want to get you to, but we all have our own style and our own way to get you there. It doesn't matter how you get there. It's just like that you get there.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how long. It doesn't matter. Like it's just that we all have to accomplish this work, and we're going to make you look the way you want to look, and we're going to make you have this workout that you with an intensity level that we are striving for, that's the goal. But how we get you there is just basically like either our style or like how it's just the goal of the workout is this. As long as you get that, we can play around with however we want to get you there, whether it's a style or it's a inflection, or
you're just in a very supportive group and community of people
that all have the same goal, dude.
They all got jobs, they all got kids, they all got issues. Ain't no secret. I got a whole bunch of issues. Like I'm just trying to manage my issues with everybody else.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool, man. Hey, well, thanks for coming on. Thanks for doing the boys takeover.
Yeah, man.
And
man.
Hope you guys had a good time listening. We'd love if you shared this or gave us a 5-star or just come tell these dudes how great the podcast was today. But thanks for tuning in, man. Let's rock and roll.
See you guys.
Appreciate it, guys.